Hey, sweet tooth, got 2 eggs and 2 plantains or bananas? Well, take advantage and make this fantastic dessert that's going to blow your mind. The first thing I do is put 2 large eggs, size L, in a big bowl. Here I add a 1/4 cup of sugar, which weighs about 50 grams, and I'm going to beat it very well. You can use a whisk like I do, or a fork. The important thing is to mix it really well. Once the sugar starts to dissolve, you add 3/5 of a cup of milk, about 125 milliliters. And also, once it's mixed, add the same amount of a mild oil, like sunflower oil, for example. Mix it really well using the same method, just stirring it around, and now let's move on to the dry ingredients. On one hand, a heaping cup of regular all-purpose wheat flour, the kind you always use, and a big heaping tablespoon of baking powder. Give it a few stirs and it will turn into this fantastic cream. And we're going to cook in a pan. In my case, it has a diameter of 22 centimeters. I add a tablespoon of sugar, although this is optional, to caramelize while I cook. And on top of it, the plantain or banana. As I mentioned, I'm gonna use 2 plantains or bananas. As you can see, I slice them and spread them over the sugar, and then the cream goes on top. I already have the pan on medium-low heat, and we're going to leave it on low heat like this until it's cooked. That's right, we stir it a little so it stays flat, and we cover it well throughout the whole process. After a few minutes, you'll see that bubbles start to form. Don't touch it, don't lift the lid. We have to wait until it looks like it was removed here. If the dough touches the lid, it's okay. Just turn it a little and it will separate perfectly. It takes about an hour to be ready, always on low heat so it doesn't burn, because later we're going to go around the edge. To make sure it's perfect, use a pastry spatula and place the plate where you want to present this marvel on top. We flip it over, give it a little tap. If it stays there, it's ready. Here we have this spectacular cake. We're going to give it a decorative touch with a little powdered sugar and a few drops of water. This, as you know, is completely decorative and optional, but I think it suits this kind of cake perfectly. Once you mix it, you get a little sauce they call fantastic glaze to add sweetness and a nice touch. I'm also adding some fruit, raspberries and blueberries, and now that's what I call absolute delight. Look, 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 how amazing it looks. A fantastic dessert decorated very simply, and just by looking at it, you want to enjoy it. And now, the most crucial part, as with people, is the inside, the cut. Look inside, how wonderful almost. And just with the weight of the fork, we're already cutting it. A little piece and another one. Delicious. As you've seen, it's incredibly easy and hassle-free to make, requiring just a pan and nothing else. So go ahead and try making it at home and enjoy it to the fullest.